life singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence, a strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demise in it. Bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish, same shoe in different sizes with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoke jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she holds. Really need, very beautifully, very rated. Little battle rise for you. Little battle rise, little battle rise.
Look at this venue. What a remarkable scene for hopefully what will be a remarkable fight. We are live at Falkor Bay. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford, 173 centimeters tall, tipping the scales at the 135-pound limit, and he's got a reach of 188 centimeters. And facing him, Sugar Ray Robinson. Even though he's 180 centimeters tall, he still made 61 kilos, and his reach is 184 centimeters.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York.
It'll be ding-ding from...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
It seems wild, it seems ferocious, it seems like there's no rules, and that's what it feels like when you're fighting outside under the heat.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. And he misses with the left uppercut. That hook scores. The left jab is landing at will. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning, or air con, as they say in the UK.
This is taking...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
athletes is going to be the first to get rocked. Nice counter shot. There's a counter shot. Back and forth they go. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweet.
What do we expect to see here in round two? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Good defense on that right hook. Did well to block that right hook. Can they figure out the combination to this save?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. And we continue.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heel, look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab's slick. Just keep him on the enemy jab.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter shot lands. That counter punch caught him clean. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. But somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back.
Whoa, Johnny! Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Right uppercut just off target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Well, the next okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking. You were smart.
Job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on. You let him.
Good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away.
Thinking in your lead. Come on, switch on, get your boxing bag together, put him back in his place. You're switching off, and you're starting to make mistakes. I need to go back out there.
The jab's working nice. Those 1-2 straight down the middle.
Back out there to win the round. You done all that work in camp.
On to the fourth we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
And he scores with the counter. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that technique on the headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
A shot from the gods. Took him out.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
We are live at Falcor Bay on a beautiful afternoon. A great day for boxing. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time now for our tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford. And he weighed in at an even 61 kilos. He is 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 188. And he'll be facing Amir King Khan, 63 kilos even. That's what he weighed in at, 174 centimeters tall with a reach of 180.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. Amir Khan.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
Can you imagine being the fighter? Sometimes you think under the lights is hot, but when you got the sunlight, it's a lot to take in.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. He misses with that straight left. A perfect counter shot. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. What an awkward ending we had the first time Crawford met Khan, as an accidental shot to the groin caused Khan to retire. Hopefully no controversy here tonight.
Amir Khan is and was one of the fastest fighters I had ever seen. And then for the first time in his whole career, he got in a ring with somebody that was faster than him, sharper than him, threw clusters much better than him. So then he thought, what is going on here? It's a new world. How does he deal with it? Then now he's got to depend on his skills. But he didn't realize that until the fight. So this is why we're doing this all over again. Amir Khan now has to depend on his skills rather than his speed, because he knows Crawford has the speed to put him out.
Those counter punches have to hurt. And he misses with that jab. Quick punch scores. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
Into the fight that night. That's his win.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punching. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it. You watch when the rounds roll on.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Crawford is dazed. Beautiful counter shot. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just
take the round off.
The bell rings and we start the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Can't score with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That punch scores. Misses with the straight left. How about that time counter shot? Catch and shoot. So close with that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he scores with the counter. Very close. Did you see that? Crawford's legs are all over the place. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter punch right up the middle. These two fighters are made for one another. They exchange punches. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Beautiful counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punch. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There's a counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Well done with that counter shot. This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they
Switch back on. Get focused.
There's the bell to start round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Incredible work rate. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything. Did you see that? Oh boy! Amir Khan, dazed! And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. That was the moment!
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the move.
Oh my God, Johnny! Amir Khan in some real trouble! Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they take?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Come on.
Here comes round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter lands. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Amir Khan is rocked! It somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Big whiff with the right hook. They block the hook. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here, or this fight is going to be over.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Nice round. Good round. I like.
Round 8, and we're off again. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
That counter shot lands. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. That punch lands. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Amir Khan backing up, and he just put Amir Khan down. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about back here. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton up. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting batted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with you. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons.